What is up, everybody? Eagle here, back with day 24, the final day of Vlogmas. And I've actually shot the final day of Vlogmas in this field before, throwing it back to late 2018 when the Cloudbreaker dropped. Shot the DD3 preview / review video here in this field. Today, I'm not going to be showcasing my own signature disc, but I'm going to be telling you and showing you what the tilt does. One of the most ridiculous discs I have ever thrown. I got 3 other overstable discs to use as a little bit of reference for how overstable the tilt is. So, let's start throwing. Okay, so the 3 discs I have to compare are a really overstable run of the FD3, Metal Flake Max, and the Luster PD2, all of which are very overstable in their own right. I'm actually going to throw these with these mittens on because it is so cold out here and I would literally hurt my fingers and it'd be a disaster if I threw without gloves on. So if you look, I don't know how you can see, I'm not going to throw these that hard, but you'll still really get a good idea on how overstable the tilt is. So the first I'll throw is the FD3, and I'm just going to throw it out there. Little Anheuser, you see it's coming back, it's nice and overstable. And then I'll throw the PD2, which is insanely overstable for most people. And it's still coming back. The Max, which is known to be one of the most overstable discs you can get. For the longest time, the Metal Flake Max was the most overstable disc I could ever get my hands on. You can throw this with a lot of Anheuser, and it's going to come back. And now, comparing to those 3 discs, watch the tilt. It's silly. I put that on so much Anheuser and it came back so fast. I'm gonna throw another one. Just look at this. I'm gonna, out of my hand, I'm gonna just throw it pretty much like this. Like, oh my God. I put that on a roller angle and it's coming out and skipping. Absolutely bananas. It's like 20 degrees right now and my fingers are so numb. I feel fine otherwise, so that's why I'm going to be throwing with these mittens on. I'm sorry if it takes away from the quality of the video, but okay, so one of the first shots I'm going to show you guys, one shot that's kind of hard to execute out there for me is when I'm like pinched behind a tree and I need to get back out on the fairway, but I need to like throw it really high and really steep, and usually I go to, let's say, a Metal Flake Max and I kind of throw it out there. A lot of times it works, but it has too much angle, it can hit and roll. But with the tilt, I can almost throw it like a tomahawk and it's gonna get around the corner and then pan out. That was actually a really good example. We'll say, I'll do it one more time and you can see, I mean, look, if you don't turn it over, it's literally turn into a spike hyzer. But that's one of the shots that I'm thinking if I'm like around a corner and I need to throw something and have it get back to the fairway or come out insanely quick. All right, the next fun shot you can throw with the tilt is, I did a grenade video. If I had the tilt then, I would have told you, another way of throwing the grenade is just with a normal backhand grip. You throw it up high, on like a spike hyzer, and it's so overstable that it literally comes straight down. So if you have issues throwing a grenade grip, it hurts your thumb, you can literally throw the tilt on a normal backhand grip. You just throw kind of a spike hyzer and it literally doesn't have any variance left or right since it's so overstable. Does what the name says. It tilts downwards. And let me just throw a quick grenade to give you an idea what it flies like on a grenade. It flies the same. It's so overstable, it just wants to fall straight into the ground. Another way, it's actually ridiculous. I don't know how many of you have tried throwing a disc upside down. This disc does it like nothing I have ever seen. It flies like a normal disc upside down. This is the only way to get actual distance with the tilt, is if you throw you know, a standard grenade grip across your body like a normal backhand. Let's see how it flies. See, it actually glides like that right there. That flies like maybe an FD2 or an FD3. Let's do it again. Yep, it flies like a normal disc. It's so funny, and it's actually really fun to do. One shot that you can kind of throw with a tilt, you know, it's maybe a new shot style. It's called a slider. Like, you literally just go like that, depending on the grass, but you know, just an idea. It's the most fun thing ever to do, is throw a tilt upside down. It's just there's nothing like it, guys. There's absolutely nothing like it. Should you try to incorporate in your game? I don't know, but I just tell you what, it's one of the most fun discs I've ever thrown. I want to see how it flies on a bummer thumber. The shot that we named the other day, the one that I was throwing with Joel, and yeah. So basically, you're throwing a thumber grip over the top of your head, and the problem that we were having is that no disc was overstable enough, so it was kind of rolling. I think the tilt will actually come out. So let's see how the bummer thumber flies. Oh my gosh, you can actually throw it. You can actually make that a real shot. So if you want to throw a bummer thumber, throw the tilt. It's basically like throwing a backhand anhyzer, but with a thumber grip coming over the top of your head. So here we go again. That's actually a really cool way to throw the tilt. I needed this disc with the video I shot with Joel, and maybe I wouldn't have had that insane mess up on hole number 6. All right, let's throw one more bummer thumber with the tilt. It's actually really fun. That's a great shot. That's a unique shot only the tilt can do. All right, I'm gonna throw 3 last shots before we go over to the giveaway. I'm just gonna throw them on backhand lines just for you guys to get an idea, just for you guys to get the final idea of what this disc really is. I wanna stress, I truly believe that there's no other disc as overstable as this. So many people message me and are like, oh, you gotta try this PD2 that I have. It's the most overstable disc I've ever thrown. And I'm like, you haven't thrown the Metal Flake Max. Now that this is out, the Metal Flake Max, it's gonna look like a roller. So this disc is truly insane in terms of overstability. You can throw it in any headwind. It'll never even matter because it's so freaking overstable. All right, let's throw the final 3 shots. That's throwing as much anhyzer as possible. If I just throw it flat, it doesn't even work. It's weird because it doesn't even really like skip either. Now let's do a little sidearm. That literally just went out and spiked. It's like I threw a flat spike hyzer. All right, guys, you saw what the tilt can do, and maybe it gave you a few ideas on what you could do with the tilt. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna throw it over to Future Eagle in the room, and I'm gonna have him close out this video and close out Vlogmas. All right, guys, as you can hear, we got a DNB version of Jingle Bells. Shout out to Tursack Beats. This, I don't know, this is the final take of Vlogmas. 24 straight videos, absolutely crazy. You know, it's been the best Vlogmas that I've done so far. I'm proud of myself. Originally, my goal was to get at least 10,000 views on every video, and almost every video that I did has over 20,000 views. There's a few in like the 15,000 area. So you guys absolutely killed it with the support. You know, I didn't get 75,000 subscribers, but we're almost at 50. And honestly, you know, when I made that 75,000 subscriber bet, I honestly didn't have any real expectations of reaching it, but I know we'll get there next year. And you know, before I jump into the giveaway for yesterday, I'll just say what I'm going to be doing the rest of this off season. You know, I'll probably take a small break from making videos, other than the video I'll be making with the UC Maresma remix. I'll be going through those and posting something hopefully just before the new year or just past the new year. I'll have to sort through all those. But you know, I want this channel to grow. I'm trying to figure out ways to make it a possibility out on the road, talking to some friends, maybe bringing some new ideas to the table. The one thing that I've learned is that I really don't like shooting disc golf myself, like bringing out my monopod and camera, because for me, like you saw it in this video, it ended up being okay. Maybe it's the lens I have, but you just can't really zoom in on the disc, and I don't like keyframing it in Premiere. I just think it looks low quality. That's just my personal take. So, you know, getting someone out on the road to help me who knows what they're doing with camera gear, that's something that I'd like to look into. I don't want to film stuff myself because that takes away from me playing when I'm out on the road, but you know, it's different when it's Vlogmas. I'm fully dedicated to making it happen. There was times that I didn't want to finish Vlogmas. I was like, oh, I'm so sick of this. But once you commit to Vlogmas, you know, you can't bail on it. That's the rule, at least in my opinion. I just want to thank you guys for all the support. It's been unreal. I'm very excited moving into 2021. Have a lot of support behind me with Discmania, Disc Golf Strong, Grip, and you know, you guys, which I absolutely am so grateful for. This is gonna be it. This is the last giveaway. I'm giving away a tilt. Yesterday I asked you guys, what's your favorite Christmas song? And Connor Trow wrote, "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey. The song is the staple of the Christmas season. You really can't go wrong with it. And after listening to it for the 100th time during the Christmas season, still can't get tired of it. There's some Christmas songs that I might like a little bit more, but I will agree, you can always sing along with that. It may be cheesy, but it's a bop and one that you're always excited to hear. Alright guys, I said all the mushy stuff before, but you know, I'll say it one more time. You guys are what make this channel possible, and thank you for putting up with my weird, quirky sense of humor or, you know, personality, and just showing the support over the past couple years, or you know, really the past 5 years. I'm sure there's some day one people out there watching. I started this channel back in 2015 or even before that, and it's been a wild ride. Like 50,000 subscribers, or just shy of it, but we're gonna get there, is nothing to laugh at. Honestly, I never thought it would get this big. It's showing me that, you know, those numbers are showing me that it could be something that much greater, and what that does, it motivates me to give it more effort and give it my all. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. And guys, I hope all of you have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. And until next time, keep on dreaming, and peace.